Right, hello. That's a few weeks since I last uploaded a video about my KZ750 here. And one of the reasons that I haven't had time to upload a video is because I've actually been using it. So you'll be pleased to hear that. The brakes are bedding in nicely. They're starting to bite quite well actually. So that's good. They're not as good as the Ducati, but I mean, look at what it's got. I think the rear might be better than the Ducati, right? I think it's bigger. Is it? Yeah, it could be. Similar sort of setup. I have got it running quite nicely. I did a big run yesterday. I went up to Kearney Mount Road and I went to Lornskirk. There's a nice viewpoint there. And various other bit of places about Angus and Aberdeenshire. And I might upload some videos of those. I'll do them separately because this is just an update on this. Carburetors, I've had a bit of tweaking about with jetting and things to get them run right. I've now got them running what most people would consider slightly on the rich side, but that's fine because it's an old air-cooled bike and it's better to be slightly rich than the other way. Charging system's working well. Three-phase system is more than capable of keeping what I need. Run with a headlight all the time, but yeah, I think that's probably a good improvement. But I couldn't do the same with the Ducati. It's a single phase and they're notorious for being weak, but it's a bit more work to change it to three phase. This was just a case of fitting I think it was a Z1000 three phase windings. The magnets and the rotor match up fine. The number of poles is the same, so it's all works good. Exhausts, I have added some little short lengths of pipe on the end. I bored out through, there was like a mesh at the end, so it's now similar to the Ducati. Then you've got these little restrictors that can come out because it was just too loud. I've also got some wadding in the rear section there, which goes, I think, about that length. So I managed to jam some wadding in there. Sounds a bit quieter, sounds quite nice. It doesn't have that raspy sort of farty sort of sound. Carburetors, I did have these fake VM type Makunis on it. I got them jetted nicely and it's a bit more ferocious when you open the throttle. You can certainly feel it. But there's a problem with these. Let's see if I can show you. No, I think I need to get a torch. If you shine a torch on the other side, you can actually see light around the sides of the slide there. There's too much play in the slide. And I think that's what's not letting it idle properly. I just cannot get a decent idle on it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. There's too much air coming around the sides of them. Fine if you wanted to go full throttle everywhere. But I'm wanting to use this bike in about the town and things as well. So unfortunately they had to come off. Front end, I took the air out. It should be air pressure in it, but I've taken it out. It's softened it up a little bit. On smooth roads it's great. It moves about, I think, the way it should. But on bumpy roads it feels a little bit harsh. But then all my bikes feel like that on bumpy roads. So it's probably about right. It doesn't feel wrong to me. You know, it's probably been used a bit. The springs will be a bit saggy and soft, so it's probably about right for the twin. The bike goes great. It's got excellent torque, really nice torque, about 3000 RPM, and then the power comes in nicely up about, let me think, it starts to come in about 7,000 RPM. There's a little bit in the middle that it's not exactly a flat spot, but it feels kind of like there's something missing, and that's probably because I don't have a link pipe between the downpipes and the exhaust system. I'll add that at some point. That'll probably boost the mid-range a little bit, which will make it nice. But it's really nice torque, pulls well. Trying to think if there's anything else that's worth mentioning. It's just an update. A few people follow this. I'm not going into technical detail too much because there's plenty of videos on YouTube. It's more a diary really of what's been happening to it. I got, what was it, 51 miles to the gallon, and that was riding it pretty hard, with the plugs showing it as a little bit rich. So that sounds good to me. 51, that's probably okay. I mean, that was going up pretty steep hills and going quite hard. There was some ambling about of towns and back roads and things, but yeah, it's going nicely. I have just today actually, just to try and dampen the vibration a bit, because this mirror's alright, but even though I Loctited this one into position, it's just flapping about. The vibration is just too much. The vibration combined with the wind is just too much. So it gives you an idea of the speed I've been doing. I'll not say what it was on a few occasions, because it's I don't have access to a private road. Yeah, it's going well. But what I did today is in here, you know how you get bar end dampers, bar end weights that are supposed to damp, and you can basically inject silicon sealant into your handlebars. That kind of acts as a damper as well. But I thought I'll not go that crude at the moment. So what I've done, from the end here along to about the start of the bend there, I've put a piece of rubber tubing, and I've screwed into the rubber tubing the whole length there a piece of M10 threaded rod, and you can actually feel it kind of damping. I got the idea from, I think it was a Toyota pickup truck I had that had a, I think they call it a harmonic damper on the front of the engine, the pulley that drives the fan belt and things. It's like two metal pieces glued together with rubber. It's a harmonic damper. So we'll try that out. I haven't tried it yet. Hopefully it will work at the frequency I need it to, because the bars, it doesn't bother me riding it, but in the mirrors it bothers them. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else. I'll make separate videos, I think, of the Kearney Mount and the Lawrence Kirk viewpoint. Nice steep hills that was blasting it up. But I will keep you updated as to what's happening. Obviously, over the winter, it's going to be cosmetics getting sorted out, get it painted properly. I'm still not sure about the length of the bike. They really are a long bike. I think it should be about 4 inches shorter at the rear. But I hesitated. I didn't cut down the frame simply because they're getting quite rare. An awful lot of them have been modified into cafe racers, the frame cut down. Some of them look quite good, and some of them are blooming ridiculous, to be honest. But I hesitated, but when I see it, I'm like, So I'm kind of wondering, should I do something there? And by the way, those little grab rails are from the W650 over there, fit on perfectly. So I might think about doing something with the length of it. Shorten the tailpiece a bit or something. And I need side panels. I think the proper side panels for the KZ750B are horrible things. So there is the G model. They fit straight on, but they're pretty difficult to find. So I might end up just making something. Anyway, I think that's enough waffling for the moment. It was just to let you know what's happening. Thank you very much for watching. Where's that puddy cat? Oh, there she is, sitting in the sunshine. Oh, you didn't want your piece of bread with butter on it. Hello. Is it nice in the sunshine? Oh, it's lovely. It's a little bit of hazy clouds, so it's not too hot. It's now early evening. And she likes her blanket. Is that good? She's not saying anything. That's highly unusual. You meow more in one day than Rosie did. And it was 4 years I had Rosie. And Rosie was a hybrid wildcat. She was more than half wildcat. She just very rarely meowed. I think it was 3 times she meowed. But this one, Spooky, usually never shuts up. It's quite a treat actually that she's quiet.